Sonic the Game Ninja and Sonic Mania. It's a game released last August. I got to review Sonic Mania. Sonic Sticking Mania. So, I'm gonna get past the stars because I did play the classic games when I was younger, and get to the gameplay and the story. The story is simple. Eggman's trying to rule the war. Go stop him. He's trying to rule this little war. He's trying to rule the little planet, a little planet from Sonic City, using this ruby called the Phantom Ruby. Go stop him. Bada bing, bada boom. Easy. Now you can play as four of the type of characters. Sonic by himself, Sonic and Tails, Sonic by himself, Tails by himself, and Knuckles by himself. So, they all had their own abilities. Sonic, he had this drop dash. Well, if he jump, hold X, and then hold X when he's doing the spin dash. They all can do a spin dash. Now Sonic had the elementary skills, like you can see. If you have a lightning, he can do a double jump. If you have fire, he can do a fire dash. And if you have the bubble, he can bounce, and it prevent him from drowning. Simple. Tails can fly. It as well. Knuckles have his jump. He have enough jump height, but enough jump height is, he got something better in return. Which is, well, which is basically a glide and a climb ability, and he can break walls with his best fist. Now, however, next he will, however, be the hardest of the three, but that's only because his nerve jump. Now, now he will, however, they can all get the Chaos Symbols. If you get the Chaos Symbols, you got 7, you can turn Super Sonic, Super Tails, or Super Knuckles. This is Super Sonic. And it basically completely wrecked bosses. Completely. Tails have a fly ability. So he can fly, but he can't fly forever. So you will need to time when you're gonna fly up, and you can get goodies better, like wings, like I just did. What next though is Knuckles. Now Tails and Knuckles can still use the shield, it just they can't do those dashes or anything. But it does have the same effect. Fire will allow you to stand on lava and fire items, Electricity allowed you to stand on electricity stuff, and well, the bubble allow you to stand on, allow you to breathe underwater, and etc. etc. Simple tales, right here. Nothing else, nothing new. That's it. That's pretty much it. Now, Knuckles. See, he can't jump as high as Sonic or Tails. But he does have a glide. They all can spin dash. You hold down. You hold down on the analog, you press down, you hold X and let go. And you do a spin dash. You can use the D-pad, so yeah. You can use the D-pad. How Classic Sonic should be played. There is a ton of Easter eggs to past Sonic games. So if you ain't made it, I wouldn't say this be your first Sonic game. If it was, you know, just get into the series. However, it doesn't mean you don't have to. You can start here if you want to. It's just you won't get the Easter eggs and stuff like other does. Like a boss, which I'm not gonna spoil, or you can just go watch my video of it. Well, it's basically an awesome Easter egg boss, which okay, Frank, love it. Oh, now most of these zones are, you know, old zones. Some, however, there is 4 new zones. That's pretty much it. That's it. That's basically it. Yeah, that's basically it. It's not new. Literally, it's literally not new. Pretty much it. Now, this game was composed by Chris Whitehead, the guy who made the Sonic 1 and 2 port for the phone, and the concept of Sonic 3's port, but never happened. Now that wall can only be destroyed by Knuckles, cause they made sure of that, cause this is, see, well, I'm supposed to, oh wait, I use my glide ability. My glide and climb ability. So you have to go use those. There's areas in this game. See? Where you gotta go. You know. Well, you gotta go and save Knuckles in it. Basically you get your own zones and all that stuff. Now, there's a ton of Easter eggs, so if you ain't a fan of Easter, so if this is your first Sonic game, you don't get these Easter eggs as great as those. So, I would recommend it to be your first Sonic game. However, if you are a Sonic fan, I will tell you this. This game is awesome. It's full of so many Easter eggs. I mean, holy fuck, man. It's a great game, okay? If you're a Sonic fan of 2D-ness, you should buy it. Heck, you probably already bought it already. What am I saying? Now, this is the area where I'm going to the spore area. Meaning, if you don't want to see the spores, I'm gonna skip my final vortex of the non-spore areas. Then the one with the spore. So I would say out of 10, I would say an 8, because there's too many Easter eggs in this game. So newcomers won't be able to do it. And well, they had to patch in an actual super button. Most of the zones is old zones. It's like most of the zones are old. If we had more new one, it would be a little higher. So yeah. Alright, spoiler time, guys. If you I already gave my final vortex, which is the 8 out of 10. Alright? So this is the spore area. And this will involve the endings and everything. Alright, so here's the ending. Alright, you've been warned. This is the spore area. You've been warned. You've been warned. So, this area. So they actually decide the ending, the true ending you can only get with Knuckles. Not Knuckles, Sonic, my bad. Sorry, because I'm playing Knuckles. It's addicting, but you can only get the true ending against Sonic. You can play through the ending as Tails and Knuckles by debug. You're on debug this time, not by code, but by playing the blue spill minigame. And yeah, the blue spill minigame is new, old, all that stuff, and it's Easter egg, like I said. Now, the true ending is sort of stupid, but not that stupid. You see, this is spoilers. If you hadn't left yet, I don't know why. If you hadn't left and see the review, unless you already beat the game or something. So spoiler, at the end of the Sonic part, the only way you get the true ending, by a non-save. With debug can only be activated from a non-save. For some reason. Now, Sega decided to force Crystal White-handed down to put it as a new one. As I say. Basically, you are once you beat the final boss, Egg or Vault, with you have to do a supersonic. That why does you need chaos symbols. The fact that we overreact because of the chaos symbol. And then it transported Sonic to another dimension, to Sonic Forces. So this is Sonic Mania is a prequel to Sonic Forces. explaining why Classic Tails and Knuckles ain't in Sonic Forces. So yeah, Sonic. So the super forms is Super Sonic is the only one that have an awesome form. Others okay. Knuckles turn fast and pink, which is funny. Now there is a Love Leaf boss that only Knuckles can access, which I'm going to do with you know, debug mode. Now, here's the thing. You can also unlock from the Wii and Knuckles mode, where you always have a Knuckles sidekick. So if you Knuckles, you can get another ending. You see, this is a fight Sonic and Tails don't fight. And there's a reason why. Here's the super ones. Now, he remember what Eggman did in Sonic 3. Another Easter egg. See what I mean? It's an Easter egg game. Now, only Knuckles can do this fight unless you do debug mode. Then Sonic and Tails can do this fight. Sonic and Tails get a completely different boss fight, cause you know, it's not their job to protect the master animal. So this is actually the only time outside the final boss that you get to fight the leader of the Hardboiled Heavy. The only time Now he also, you see, Sonic and Tails have a, well, let me just show you. So this is one of the new acts, Mod Saloon. Knuckles get knocked off, and Sonic and Tails have to play through this playing level. But here's the thing: if you Knuckles and that happen, you have something different happen to you. You have to play through a different zone. So it's a lot harder, because, you know, it's designed for Knuckles. It's designed to be involved with Knuckles. Now, Knuckles, so while Sonic and Tails doing the playing level, Knuckles doing this level. And I wish there was more like these, but hey, at least they had them. So they had little alternative paths and levels that Knuckles can do as well. And they only have one new boss fight for Knuckles and one whole level. Actually, two boss fights. One mini boss, one normal boss. And the other one is a super boss. Like, we have one, you know, main boss, which is a Leaf boss. and one, you know, mini boss, and one level. And Mario Saloon Act 1 is at one level. Now, this is the only level that Knuckles get to experience that's designed for him. And that's pretty much it. That's all. That's all it is. That's literally all it is. Nothing else, not more. That's a level for Knuckles. So, now that I finally finished my review, what do I think of it? I would say my score hadn't changed. It's still an 8 out of 10 because, you know, they have less new zones. Well, it would be, actually technically it would be 7. Why did I put it as a 8 in the non-spoiler? Because I didn't want to spoil the zone. Duh. But it's a 7 because there's barely any new Knuckles zones, which I found was quite sad. He should get his own zones. And everything. So, yeah. And you start somewhat different when you Knuckles in Green Hill Zone. And yeah, that's it. So my final vote check will be a 7 out of 10. Because too many Easter eggs to past Sonic games, not enough new zones, and finally, not enough Knuckles areas. So, 7 out of 10 is my final vote check. Alright, I see you ninjas in the next video.